across the world. Promote your business with halalfinder.com, the only plug you need to grow. Our services include business listing, digital marketing, branding strategy, SEO campaigns, crowdfunding, and humanitarian support. On our Compassion Corner, we offer crowdfunding of halal ventures and humanitarian services. In this section, you can make or receive donations, start donation campaign, and check existing donation campaigns. And by paying zakat and sadaqah to our Compassion platform on halalfinder.com, you have supported the poor, widows or widowers, orphans, and the likes around the world. Contact us at info@halalfinder.com or call +1 718 822 5555. Get started today at halalfinder.com.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم السلام عليكم ورحمة الله تعالى وبركاته. My brothers and my sisters in Islam, my fellow believers, I am here expressing my heartfelt greetings of peace to you and your loved ones and your environment. Once again, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. My name is Sheikh Musa Drammeh. I am speaking from New York City, New York. And in the studio is our executive director, Mutiyo Olawe. Today, we have decided to come and briefly give some important points about halalfinder.com. Halalfinder.com is a platform that will soon be officially launched to provide an exchange for all things halal. And in addition to the commerce, it is also built to incorporate the compassion part of our religion. As all of you know, that Muslims, we do not separate our business life from our personal lives, meaning that Islam is a way of life, 24 hours, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. Muslims are Muslims regardless of where they are, regardless of what they're doing. We are always acting on behalf of our faith and acting within the dictates of our religion and operating, in the premises of Sharia. With that being said, I just want to begin by, clarifying certain aspects of our community, Muslims, Islam. We concentrate so much on one aspect of our life, which is, the ibadat. We pray all the time. We do the practical aspect of our religion, and to the best of our ability, most of us really, do the best that we can to fulfill our, spiritual obligations. However, when it comes to the worldly affairs, some of us have difficulties marrying our spiritual life with our economic life. And because of that, a lot of our projects, noble projects, worthy projects, projects that are humanitarian in nature, and projects that are very, very beneficial to their, beneficiaries, don't get the necessary resources, whether they be human resources, or intellectual resources or financial resources that they deserve. And to that end, we've decided that during this, evolution of technology, where, you know, in some part of the world, most of our transactions, most of our business, most of our activities, even our social lives and relationships are done online. We've decided to create a platform for Muslims. There are maybe hundreds and thousands of websites designed and operated by Muslims, but they are all small in nature, and in some cases, they're regionalized, or some cases, because of lack of, again, resources, they can never ever get off the ground to serve the global purpose, for the needs of Muslims. And that is why we've decided that halalfinder.com will serve that purpose and fill that void. Halalfinder.com. And that is why we are here talking to you. We're planning to officially launch this global platform for Muslims, that they can do all things halal. They can buy and sell, exchange ideas. They can do everything that they're doing now using other mediums and media or platforms, within Halal Finder. And but what makes Halal Finder, in addition to being a global platform for all things halal, what makes it even unique, it has incorporated the components of compassion. Again, our religion is a 24/7. We are not, part-time this and then full-time this. We are Muslims everywhere, anytime, whatever we do, whomever we're doing with, we are Muslims. And therefore, whether we're dealing with our commerce, our economic, finance, or our relationship with our loved ones, our children, our parents, or our neighbors, or whatever we're doing, we do it within the dictates of our beautiful religion. So we added a component to this global halal e-commerce platform, and we call it compassion. And what do I mean by compassion? I want you, if you're watching me now, I want you to go to www.halalfinder.com. www.halalfinder.com. And when you get to halalfinder.com, click on the heading that says compassion. Compassion. When you click compassion, what you will find is a whole host of different programs that you can fund, or you can invest in, or you can launch a campaign to raise funds for whatever worthy cause that you want to fund. That compassion marries the commerce and compassion. Because again, we're Muslims. We don't separate our lives. We are Muslims all the time, whatever we do. Therefore, we do commerce. In the same platform, we also conduct compassion. Commerce and compassion. Why do we do it? The global zakat for Muslims, it's in billions and billions and billions of dollars, the global zakat. And unfortunately, we also have millions and millions and millions of poor Muslims. Muslims who are dealing with extreme poverty. Muslims who are dealing with sick family members. Muslims who are dealing with lack of the basic necessities of life. Muslims who are homeless. Muslims who have problems sending their children, to school. The simple basic necessities of life can be a very, very difficult task for millions of Muslims. So we've decided that since there are billions of zakat and charities and everything, let us create one platform where people can give zakat, or give charity, or give zakatul fitr, or give endowment, or sponsor a child, sponsor a school, sponsor a course at the same platform. You can raise money for your cause. You can also receive donations within the same platform. I mean, this is unheard of. It has canceled all the excuses that one may use not to give or not to receive. You can give, you can receive, and at the same platform. And that is why we thought that it is very, very important for the public to know the uniqueness, first of all, the availability of halalfinder.com and its uniqueness. Because when you have billions and billions of dollars in zakat, zakat is, belong to those that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala designate to be the rightful recipients of zakat, meaning that the people who are giving zakat don't own zakat. It is not their wealth. It is the wealth of the poor and the miskin and the strangers and those who are acting in the cause of Islam, those who are relieving the burden of humanity, those who are promoting peace, those who are, educating children, and those who are tending to the sick and incarcerated. Those are the owners of zakat, billions and billions and billions of dollars. But if, unfortunately, those who are entitled to it do not know where to get it, and those who have zakat do not know how to properly distribute it, that is the current problem, which halalfinder.com, the commerce and compassion component will fix. You log into your account at halalfinder.com. You can give zakat. You can receive zakat. You can launch a campaign, and you can also, donate to a campaign. You do whatever that you want to do in different platforms within one platform. This is a huge, huge, huge convenience for the Muslim world. And I believe that once Muslims realize the importance of having one platform where you can fulfill all your obligations, all your sunnah, and all your Islamic desires, I believe halalfinder.com will become the premier platform for the Muslim world. Because unfortunately, non-Muslims have perfected their platforms, whatever they're doing, whether they're good or bad. But Muslims, we're still struggling to catch up. You can, it's difficult to see, a very well resourced, Muslim online platform. It's like we're still, children in a park or in a museum where, adults are designing other museums. This is why we said, since Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us, the expertise, the connection, the intellect, and, the ability to create one global platform for all things halal, including compassion, let's do it. And I believe that it will be one of the greatest contribution, to the advancement of Muslims, to be able to provide on a timely basis, the charity that is needed, or the zakat that is, given, or in case of emergency, people can go to halalfinder.com and just launch a quick campaign and then get the funds to do what they need to do. Just like in a secular way, GoFundMe, or accounts where people go and set up, a campaign to raise funds. We want Muslims to come to Halal Finder so that everything from the beginning to the end will be halal. There's no interest, there's no trickery, there's no corruption, there's nothing. Every single aspect of it is halal. Even the attitude that comes from us must be halal. So people will feel at home. People who are receiving and people who are giving, they will be satisfied knowing that there is a halal platform that meets the definition of the criteria set forth by our prophet, peace be upon him. and Sharia our way of life. This is what Halal Finder, stand for. And we want, whether you are a business person, entrepreneurs, whether you are educators, whether you are professionals, whether you are producers, or whether you are general consumers, we want you to use Halal Finder as your platform. It is built for Muslims. It is built by Muslims, and it will be for Muslims in a long, long run. Imagine if the Beit al-Zakat, the house of charity, use Halal Finder, where they can distribute billions of dollars to the global poor, to schools, to hospitals, to senior centers, to relief services. Imagine if one platform can give them that ability without paying anybody else, without having the third party, without going to a bank that takes interest or give them interest or charge enormous fees. One platform provides complete halal services for the global halal consumers, whether they're commerce or whether it is a compassion. So I want all of you to really use halalfinder.com and make sure your neighbors, your loved ones, your colleagues, everybody, your classmates, to start using halalfinder.com. It has not been officially launched. That's why we are here to giving you heads up so that you can immediately open account and begin, to learn about, the essential, aspect of it. And by the way, if you are a technical person, or if you are, expertise in various areas that can be beneficial to the Muslim world, whether it is through commerce or through business or through invention or through compassion, please join us. Join us. We want to relieve the burden of having to struggle to find what is what, where is where. We want to create one platform that Muslims can fulfill their obligations and their sunnah and their desires and their wishes, and they can do it in a privacy and the dignity that they deserve. For example, if someone is in need of an emergency medical bill, that person can set up an account without using their real names and real address. The system will have the accurate information, but you can use different names so that we hide your real identity and your real address, as Islam wants us to do. What the right hand gives should be confident to the left hand. We should not, we're raising funds, therefore we should expose your business or your face or your address. We don't do that. That's un-Islamic. That means we're advertising your problems. That becomes pretty much haram. We want confidentiality, anonymity, so that when you need it, you come, you get it, nobody knows. If we can do that, we will protect the dignity of those that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala described. He said they don't have, but their dignity prevent them from asking. Therefore, it is incumbent upon us to know that they need, but they don't ask, to provide them. Some people, when they need, they ask, but there are a lot of Muslims in difficult financial positions that don't ask. No matter how much they try, they cannot ask. That is who they are, and therefore a platform like Halal Finder with the compassion section can give them that anonymity, that cover, that privacy, while fulfilling their emergency financial needs. So my brothers and my sisters, Halal Finders is for all people that are interested in dealing with halal business. It is for all people living anywhere in the world, all ages, even non-Muslims are welcome, because we don't say it is only for Muslims, we said it is for halal. And now if you go to Europe, for example, most of the halal products are produced by non-Muslim companies, but they met the definition and the criteria, to be certified as halal product. There's a big company, I wouldn't name that company, in Europe that produce over 50 to 60% of the halal product that we use now coming out of Europe. And there's another country, in Latin America or South America that produce one of the largest, meat product for Muslim world, for the Middle Eastern. So we want to incorporate the needs of halal consumers and halal vendors and entrepreneurs and those who have zakat to give and those who need to receive zakat into one platform called halalfinder.com. And we are super excited to be able to create such creative platform for everybody. So my non-Muslim, friends, non-Muslim entrepreneurs, non-Muslim charity, activists, non-Muslim benefactors, use Halal Finder as much as Muslims do. Because at the end of the day, if you want to relieve people of poverty or sickness, or you want to, help them with their education, it doesn't matter religion. These are universal needs. But you can all use halalfinder.com. Open an account and use it as you wish, whether for commerce or for compassion. You will find it to be a platform that meets the real definition of halal, tayyib, and compassion. And that is the message we wanted to share, with the public, because a lot of people don't know that such a platform is being built. Inshallah, we're heading, toward Ramadan soon, in the next couple of weeks. And our goal here is to launch officially Halal Finder before the 4th day of Ramadan, so that, people can begin to actively use it this Ramadan moving forward. I'm going to end with this in terms of the Halal Finder. We have built the compassion part of it as a section where the way you use the Prime Day, Amazon Prime Day and whatever, you can also use the last weekend of Ramadan, or the last weekend before Eid al-Adha, to offer a deep discount to Muslims who are preparing for Eid celebration, so that Muslims can use the last weekend before Eid as prime days for Halal Finder. What you would have purchased for, 100% or whatever, you get deep discount, so that the entrepreneurs will make money and the consumers will get deep discount, and Halal Finder becomes more efficient platform for the global halal consumers and global compassion Muslims. If we get 5% of the global zakat into this platform, millions of poor Muslims will be relieved of their poverty burden. If we get just 5% of the global charity through this Halal Finder platform, all the challenges that most Muslim families are facing due to extreme poverty will be alleviated. And that's why we're doing it. We're professionals. We come from the financial background, legal background, technical background, spiritual background, educational background, but all come together to create such creative platform, because again, as Muslims, this is a way of life for us. Everything we do it within the confinement of halal. And that is why we're excited. And that is why I'm here announcing the upcoming official launching of Halal Finder, a global platform for all things halal. In addition to all things halal, also all things compassion. You can do everything that you would need to fulfill your zakat, your charity, your zakatul fitr, anything, even going to Mecca, getting married, buying a home, buying a car, selling a car, sponsoring a child, whatever you want to do, senior citizen, orphanage, Halal Finder will allow you to do it. And then if you want to be anonymous, you can do it without anybody having your real ID or your address. If you want to reveal your ID, fine, you have that option. But all we are saying is that here comes a single platform that is creatively built to meet the needs of those in commerce and those who are compassionate in helping humanity, to fulfill their basic necessities of life. So we are very excited. And again, our contact is halalfinder.com. Go to halalfinder.com and go to the contact page, and then you will contact us. And we are in a recruiting mode because this is a huge undertaking. We need so many brands. We need people with money, people with intellect, and people with spiritual knowledge, people with economic knowledge, legal knowledge, technical knowledge, educators. We need people who have programs that want to advertise it here, to come and advertise it. If you're a lawyer, you're a doctor, you're an accountant, you're an engineer, you're an educator, you are a journalist, whatever you are, you're in a daycare, a restaurant, you sell cars, use halalfinder.com as your platform. And we will make your business even more halal, because as we launch the platform, we will incorporate a resource center that will answer every question concerning Islam and what is halal and what is haram, how to avoid it, how to calculate, things, how to buy a house, all kinds of conventional services that people are getting. We will do it here in a halal way. Even the stock market, there's a Dow Jones, Islamic index. You will find it here. Every aspect of our lives can be, can be done here. So I just wanna thank all of you, and I want you to share this. I want you to talk to everybody that needs to know that a platform such as halalfinder.com, it's on its way, and everybody needs to patronize it, because the more we patronize it, the stronger it gets, and the more beneficial it will be for all of us. This is a charity. This is a great endeavor. This is a noble project. And this is a real Islamic service. As Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tell our Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he said, وَمَا أَرْسَلْنَاكَ إِلَّا رَحْمَةً لِلْعَالَمِينَ. I send you as a mercy to the world. I send you as a mercy to everyone. Man, woman, animals, and even the trees. You are a mercy. And therefore, anybody connected to you must be merciful messengers. That's why we're doing what we're doing. We're connecting to that mercifulness. That's what halalfinder.com platform is all about. Thank you all so much. And may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala continue to bless us, protect us, and keep us within the realm of Islam, and to consume and deal only with halal, with halal products and services. Go to halalfinder.com. Help us patronize it. Share it with everybody else, and let's make it the biggest online platform in the world. God bless you all. Thank you.
Do you wish your business makes it to the top list of the most searched for business in the US and around the world? Or are you searching for halal compliant services and products online? Then Halal Finder is your online resource directory, pointing you to the right places and products. Let's help you explore halal products and services of your choice as we manage many halal businesses across the world. Promote your business with halalfinder.com, the only plug you need to grow. Our services include business listing, digital marketing, branding strategy, SEO campaigns, crowdfunding, and humanitarian support. On our Compassion Corner, we offer crowdfunding of halal ventures and humanitarian services. In this section, you can make or receive donations, start donation campaign, and check existing donation campaigns. And by paying zakat and sadaqah to our Compassion platform on